meowdy, and welcome. My name's en-viss, my pronouns are they, them, and this is my Flosstube channel, Sleepy Goblin Crafts, where I talk about all things cross-stitch, and sometimes other things if I feel like it. I have a very special video for you guys today. After several people have asked, I have decided to refilm my WIP parade. So, it's been a couple of weeks. I've gotten over the tech issues. So I hope you have something to stitch on or grab something to snack on, because you know how it goes. We're gonna be here a while. Look who the special guest is. It's my husband.
I didn't teleport this time.
You did not teleport this time. I was lazy.
You invited me normally this time.
I did.
Instead of summoning me like some sort of demon.
Well, let's not give away all of our secrets. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the lovely folks.
I'm Sean. I'm en-viss's husband. That's all.
That's all.
All the accolades to my name.
His pronouns are he, him.
Right, yep.
So, last time, when we previously attempted this, I just had Sean pull randomly from my pile of whips, and we did it that way. Realizing that was a little chaotic. So I have now organized my whips into a pile from oldest to most recent. We're just gonna go through them that way. And I figured we could probably also talk about future plans in terms of what do I have planned for the rest of the year, since my whip pile is growing at an expedited rate. Do you want to take a guess as to how many whips are in this pile?
15.
Okay. We will keep track, and we will see if you are correct by the end. And then we will also see how many plans I have. I will say I am also UFOing one project. I'll talk about that at the end. So, first things first. My oldest whip.
Classic.
It's a classic. Classic for en-viss. This is Yule Cat by Quaternion Creations. This is my oldest whip. Do you mind holding this while I look at stats? Yeah. So, I'm doing this... What was that?
What was that? Get the stats.
I'm doing this on 14 count Hera from Atomic Ranch. And apparently, I should have known better. My iPad does not want to open anything.
Ah, just like last time.
Just like last time. That's fine. So, unfortunately, y'all won't get all of the stats, but that's fine. So, this is currently at 1,059 stitches out of 54. Oh no, look, it opened. Out of 5,484 stitches. I am at 19.31%, so almost 20% on this. This is technically eligible for Christmas in July, but I don't want to really work on Christmas projects this summer because I have so many things that I've started. I'm also curious to get back to this because this is literally one of my first large projects that I worked on. The back is not too bad, like, all things considered. I did have to frog a couple of things because I miscounted, which no one's surprised. But this is the back. I did travel with the snowflakes because I'm lazy. But yeah, I am looking forward to working on this again because I do really like the pattern. But it will not get work done this Christmas in July. I'll probably pick it back up in November, when it's not 90 degrees outside. I'm just putting that over there. Next is my Stitch for Pride 2025. I don't have, like, the stats I have on this are kind of all over the place because it's each motif. But we're halfway through. Look at that. We are halfway through. It is as wide and as long as it's going to be. So we started with Elagabalus up here. This is, February. Right here is Hatshepsut. This is March. This is April, May, June, and I just started July. So if you're watching this and you watch my regular Flosstubes, you are getting this as a sneak peek. I know. Sorry, I'm trying to fold it so that it's easier for y'all to see. I am using the called for DMC conversion on the bird, which is 349 and 23. I was worried how it was going to turn out because in the beginning it looked like peppermint. And I wasn't sure how I felt about that. But so, July is Emilio Robles Avila. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. I started, so as you can tell, the way that I'm doing Stitch for Pride, each motif has a color that is offset. Not offset, what's the word I'm looking for? Complementary, contrasting.
Yes.
Yeah. To the main color, which is the called for. For July's, I don't want to say I'm cheating, but I'm kind of cheating by using the Mexican flag colors for the text. The text says, I started the text, which is La Tierra e Para. But the full text is La Tierra e Para, quien la trabaja. I don't know Spanish, I'm sorry. I did take Spanish in high school. I don't know Spanish at all. I'm white as hell, I'm sorry. So, yeah. I just butchered that phrase, I'm sure. Anyway, so like I said, we are halfway through. And yeah, I'm gonna trust the process on the 349 and 23, because like I said, at first I was like, oh no, this is looking like peppermint, and I don't know if that's going to be the effect that Dee was going for. I didn't mention that. I'm doing so great. Stitch for Pride 2025 is done and hosted by D of D's 20 Stitches. The whole year, each month, there is a motif released that is dedicated to a historical figure from the Two-Spirit plus LGBTQIA community. So, yeah. I'm doing this in the called for DMC conversion with some slight modifications, and this is on the called for fabric, which is 18 count resistance by Mislaid Pages. And that is my second oldest WIP, solely because I started it in January. So, that's how time works. Next. Next is my tail end project. This was inspired by Michelle of Bendy Stitchy. I started Darling Starling. This is being done on 16 count fiddler's cloth. And do you mind holding this? Thank you. I am at 1,536 stitches out of 2,039 stitches, so I am squarely at 75%. I recently just updated this. I put in all of my stitches for all of my leftover thread, all of my tail ends for Court of Crows into it, because I just finished Court of Crows, so you will not see it in the WIP parade. Yay! You will see the colors in here. Thank you, my dear. I unintentionally turned this bird into a real bird, kind of. Like, it kind of looks like a pigeon. Just with the color scheme and everything. Also the middle, tree, like this, because that's a tree in the middle. The middle tree trunk, I accidentally turned into a cob of corn. I mean, look at it. I didn't mean to do that. Y'all, I didn't mean to do that. I was looking at it last night after I finished, and I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? No, so they're sharing, so the birds right now look like they are sharing a nice skinny piece of corn. It's fine. This obviously has no real, has no real finish date. I work on it as I gather threads, and I put them in every so often. The birds did not have bodies. They only had like one leg prior to me working on this last night. So I do save a pretty decent chunk of work prior to like I save a lot of tail ends before I put work into it. It just so happened that because I finished Court of Crows and I had a shit ton of tail ends and orts, I could work on it. What am I going to do with this once I finish it? Because I'm not framing it. It'll probably just languish, somewhere. Somewhere hidden.
In the archives.
Not that it doesn't deserve it, but I'm just saying. This is Grief is Love Preserving. This is by Witch's Garden Crafts. This is my self-proclaimed sad stitch, because I work on it when I don't feel good. And by not feeling good, I mean upset and angry. I am doing, will you hold this please? I'm doing a color conversion with Classic Colorworks and Gentle Art threads. The green, and one Roxy Floss. The leaf, the dark green, that is Roxy Floss. The green in the tree, that is Classic Colorworks. And then the blue is Gentle Art. I do not have stats on this because I could not get it into markup, but I would say I'm probably about 15 or 20% done with the pattern. So this is a very cathartic stitch, mostly because of the message behind it. You know, it's very much a reminder. So because this is my sad stitch and because I don't really have a plan to finish it anytime soon, this just gets worked on when the world is very overwhelming. I am stitching this on 14 Count Spellbound by Forbidden Fiber Co. Which, I mean, it's plenty big. The corner, I want to say, is like, it's like right here or so. So I don't think I'll have enough left over to really do anything else with it, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world, even if it feels like it. Next is one of my favorite projects. I also don't have stats on this. Well, I couldn't get it into markup. Will you get it into markup for me?
You didn't ask.
You will also have to forgive me. I did not iron anything prior to showing y'all because I'm lazy. This is Nature's Journey by Sprouting Lupine. The spring section is finished and I have started the summer section. The length of the branch is complete. The tulip is complete, and there is a strawberry right here that is complete. So I have been working on this since the last week of March, I want to say, because I wanted to start spring on the spring equinox. I did not get the chance to. Will you please hold? I did not get the chance to work on it on the spring equinox, mostly because, well, I ordered the fabric too late. Because I was going to get the called for Into the Veil by Bestitch Me, but this is 32 Count Cypress by Fiber on a Whim, and honestly, I really, really love working on this. The color is, like, just gray enough. Like, it's like a very pale mossy rock is what it reminds me of. So I really, really like how everything pops on this so far. I still have to finish these leaves and then the branch will be done. I am doing this 2/1 in the called for DMC. And like I said, I do not have stats for it because I could not get it into markup, but the spring section is done. And I'm like I'd say I'm maybe 10% on the summer section. Because there is a large leaf here. There's like a bird. It's like goldfinch yellow. It's like a yellow canary maybe, that has like a wreath around it. There's obviously the moth here. I don't remember what's in this corner, but yeah, I'm not very far, but I have 3 months to work on this until the fall equinox. Thank you for being my wonderful fabric displayer.
Booth babe to fabric displayer.
Mm-hmm.
Got a promotion.
Sure, we'll call it a promotion.
I think that's a promotion.
Next is Pastel Potions by Colorfully Sarah Shop. This I started for Samantha of Kansas City Stitcher Samantha's birthday on Instagram and on YouTube. It was to start any Colorfully Sarah pattern. I purchased, when I first started cross stitch, I purchased like 3 of her patterns. I purchased this one, and I also purchased 2 of her Pokemon patterns. And so I really wanted to start this one. Her detail, like in that top potion, the color changes really make it pop. Like, I was worried because, like, at first I was like worried that the light purple would ghost on this, but because of the way that the potion bottles are outlined, I think it works out perfect. This is being stitched on 16 count Isolde. Please hold. It's being stitched on 16 count Isolde from Fabrics by Stephanie using the called for DMC, and I do have stats on this. I am at 599 out of 3,588, which puts me at 16.69%. I haven't really worked on this a lot. I don't really have a like goal in mind for this. Kind of just want to stitch on it when I feel like it, because it's a very like fun, bubbly thank you, fun and bubbly pattern. Most of Colorfully Sarah's patterns are like, she's honestly really good for beginners. Like, they're all universally sized. I realized I could also probably cut my fabric. Cause I want to say it's like 6 inches. So like cause this is the top of the pattern. So like I think it'll only come down to like here. So I don't need all of this, but you know, huh?
Here we are.
Here we are. I just don't want to risk it, you know?
At least you didn't start in the middle this time.
At least I didn't start in the middle this time. I knew better with this one somehow. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me how. Mm-hmm. Next is my birthday start. Very sad birthday start. This is Plants and Petrichor by Find Frog Stitching. And I started on the windowsill in the middle. This is being done on, I want to say this is 32 count malachite from Fiber on a Whim. It could be 28. I don't remember. And I am using the called for DMC. I started this on my birthday, and I am at 409 stitches out of 6,463, putting me at 6.33%. I do want to pick this up again sometime soon because I really do love this pattern. Like, the aesthetic of this is so cozy to me. Like, There is like a cat hanging out in the like a black cat hanging out in front of the windowsill. It's raining. It's got like a bunch of like different kinds of like esoteric decorations. Like this is a very, very good pattern, and it's what turned me on to fine frog stitching. Like I fell in love the moment that I saw this, because this was a stitch along that started last fall, and I didn't realize it was a stitch along until after it had finished, and I was like, oh, I really want this. And then like Court of Crows was announced, and I was like, oh,
Really want this.
I really want this. So yeah, I also really, really love this color of fabric. Like it's so,
It's good green.
it's a very, very good green. Like the light actually is not really washing it out. It's almost identical to your shirt. Like there's just like a nice, like enough like splotchy spots of like dark green. It's a very good fabric. I love Fiber on a Whim. Their colors are so good. So yeah, I will hopefully pick this up sometime soon. No guarantees. I have so many things I am working on this month. Isn't that right?
Don't know what you mean.
Next is my Easter start, which I'm not religious. I just like rabbits. Am I wrong?
No? No.
So maybe we could call this my Oster start instead. Either way, this is Blooming Magic by Haunted Frames. Oh, look at this cute little guy. Look at him. Look at this cute little rose that he was holding.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He does kind of look like a mouse, though, right now,
Well.
with, like, the gray outline.
Well.
He does not look really like a rabbit right now. He just looks like he has a big ear. I feel bad. I have not worked on this since I started it. I have this is 180 stitches out of 1,667, putting me at 10.8%. This is not a big stitch, y'all. It has like a frame around it. This is being, I need to cut this fabric too.
Oh, look, it's in the middle.
It is not in the middle.
Oh, okay, no, you're right.
Don't do that to me. This is being stitched on 28 count willow from Bestitch Me, which is this like nice creamy mottled color. Felt very appropriate, especially with the name Willow. So I'm not really in a rush to finish this one either, though. Like it's a spring stitch very much, but like it's also a cute little rabbit, so I could really stitch on it whenever, quite frankly. And there's not a ton of colors in this either. Like I want to say there's maybe I think there's like maybe 2 more reds for the rose, and then there's like 3 shades of gray for the rabbit. That's it. Like this is like maybe like a total of like 6 or 8 colors. So it's very, very nice to work on. Like not a ton of color changes. Any questions so far? Have you been keeping track of how many?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, I have.
How many are we at?
I'm not telling you. It's a secret for me to know.
And me to find out?
Yeah. Even though you already know the answer, but that's not the point.
Next is The Herbalist. This was my spring mingle start this year that I started on Saturday. Oh fuck, this is upside down. There we go. Don't mind me. I love it. Look at this brown. This is one of my favorite browns. Like this outline. Look how like rich that brown is. Like specifically the outline. Put it in the light. I love this actually. I do. This is another one. Go figure that I want to get out and work on, but I'm not in a rush to work or finish it really. This is also kind of a really, really sad start. If you had to guess, how far along do you think I am? If I gave you the knowledge that this is the top right corner, and I would probably say it comes down to like here. And this is the middle. So like, actually probably like, it's that much left. And then that's the middle, so like there's like that same amount. And it's almost full coverage.
Okay, that was...
It is almost full coverage.
I was like, well, I mean, it could just be that. 8%?
Wow, you give me so much credit. I'm at 336 stitches out of 12,471 stitches, putting me at 2.69%. And I need to show Sean what this looks like.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. You know, my heart said 3, but I didn't want to...
That was so much more realistic. You said 8%, and I'm like, oh my god. He has so much faith in me.
I do.
Obviously.
Yep.
I am stitching this on 32 count hazelnut by XJU Design, which is this gorgeous light, like just almost practically even dyed, like light I'd say like a rustic tan. Is that, I feel kind of pretentious saying that.
Wow.
Like blood orange. Like that meme that's like blood orange, it's red. Like this is just a light tan, you know?
Rustic oak.
Don't, that feels more pretentious than rustic tan.
Yeah, it's because you just used the name. You gotta go all the way.
But I really like stitching on this. It's very soft, which makes it very easy to work on. And I am using the called for DMC for this. Thank you. Next, I'll technically have full stats for this either because it is a stitch along. This is the Burrow Tales, which is being designed and hosted by Quaternion Creations. These are the first 2 parts of the stitch along. Currently, we are up to part 4. So my goal is to work on and hopefully finish part 3, which is like right here below the squirrel. It's a little family of bats. It's very cute. Frickin' bats. And then part 4 is under the owl, which is a little hedgehog with a bookshelf. It's very cute as well. So I am thoroughly enjoying working on this. The colors I'm using, the brown is mushroom. This green is moss. And the animals are being stitched in Woodland Breeze, which is a nice blue with some brown speckles. And I am stitching this on 18 count Oaken by Picture This Plus.
Rustic Oaken?
Not rustic oaken, just oaken. And I started close enough to the top that I think I will be able to use the bottom half of this once the stitch along is over. I think, if I remember correctly, the whole of it could fit on a fat eighth. But I got a fat quarter just to have the fabric, because this is very nice fabric. So hopefully I'll be able to work on part 3 soon-ish. This is a stitch along that I'm not, like, upset about staying caught up on. Like, if I don't get caught up on, I'm not going to be upset about it. Just because I enjoy it, like, working on it so much. And I think that's just because it's basically all block stitching, which I'm a weirdo. I enjoy. There's that. Next is a project that I definitely underestimated how much fabric I was going to need for it. Go figure. I don't math very well. This is Mushroom Cottage by Flossie Fox Shop. I started this for 2 prompts. This was first for the Reddit Discord stitch along for the month of June. The theme was magic. And I don't know about you, but this is pretty magical. It's a mushroom cottage and it has a flying pig. And I didn't get to stitch it yet, but there is a dragon as well in it. And then I also started this for the Strawberry Moon Sal, like a secondary stitch for the Strawberry Moon Sal, because down here, the dragon is a strawberry dragon. So, you know. I did not realize how small this was going to be. The model was stitched on 18 count, which is what this is. This is 18 count jade from Picture This Plus. But I was like, okay, yeah, because this is a fat eighth. And I was like, okay, yeah, this will fit perfect on a fat eighth. I'm over here thinking, like, it's going to be from, like, this corner to, like, here. Like, I thought it was going to be so much wider. No. No, en-viss, ya dingus. This is a 5x5 design. 5 inches by 5 inches. I just really cannot conceptualize measurements at all. I also overestimated how fast I'd be able to finish this, which, given how many things I have started in the past 2 months, go fucking figure. I was like, oh yeah, I could absolutely finish this in a month. And if I had focused this, I absolutely could have. However, I have 2 other Sals and a bunch of other starts.
You have too much whimsy.
I have way too much whimsy in my heart. So, I am at 1,003 stitches out of 3,470 stitches, putting me at 28.90%. So, I am over a quarter of the way through this. The big part is going to be the mushroom cottage itself, which is in the center, and then the strawberry dragon, which is in the bottom right. So now that the month is over and I've realized, oh, there is actually quite a bit more to stitch, I'm not upset that I didn't finish it in the month. And I'm like, I'll work on this as I feel like it, because it's Flossie Fox Shop does a great job of, like, having a lot of... She does a lot of color changes, but the block stitching that she does have is fun.
Where's the dragon at?
Bottom right, down here. Okay, like, I know that's not the full...
No. Yeah, just where?
It's like right here.
The bottom right?
Bottom left! Don't ask me for directions.
Don't.
I don't know
Don't.
my left from my right.
Get a GPS.
Get a GPS. Don't rely on me. I will get you lost. Sean would know.
No experience at all.
Next is my official Strawberry Moon South Start. This is Strawberry Farmer Cat by Stitch Sprout. I started on her cute little basket and her cute little hands. This is going to be turned into like a standing doll once I'm done with it. Kind of like the Stacy Nash animal crackers. I just think it would be really cute. She seems like the perfect size and demeanor for that. So I wanted to work on her more during the month, but again, other priorities came up. So this is being stitched on 18 Count Vintage by Bestitch Me. And I am at 4,000. No, I am not. 478 stitches out of 2,975 stitches, which puts me at 16%.
Wow, 4,000. That's almost 200%.
I corrected myself, bitch. 400. If I could finish her by the end of the year, that'd be great. But I'm not holding my breath.
What are you holding?
Huh?
What are you holding?
Hope.
Huh. Good.
Next is my June Pride stitch. This is Against the World by Marumi Design. I am doing this on 18 Count, A History of Violets from Stitchman Darcy. And I am using floss from Pirate and Robin. I am using the colorway Werewolf, which I personally love. The kind of analogy behind the colorway being this yellow to gray to black. On this fabric, it is the non-binary pride flag, which, you know, I love how this is turning out. This is definitely going to get more work done on it. It is kind of difficult, mostly because of how stiff this fabric is. I've trying to work with shorter lengths of the floss just so that it doesn't like fray and stuff. I know the floss is not delicate, but because of how stiff the fabric is, it makes it feel delicate. Which someone suggested maybe trying like beeswax to like on the floss so that it is less likely to fray.
Preserves a little bit.
Yeah. So other than that, I really wish that the camera picked up this fabric color better.
Yeah.
Because, y'all, I don't know how to explain how gorgeous this color is. It is so saturated. It is really like a beautiful violet color. And the camera just washes it out so bad. Makes it look like a blue-gray, which it is not in the slightest. So, and I don't know how to like edit the color better. Like we have as much natural light as we can possibly get, and this is just, it's a bummer, but you have to trust me that like this is gonna be so fucking amazing when I'm done. I see the image, and it's gonna be great. Thank you. This is a small bookmark that I am working on. It was a gift from Sasha of Pavatrulia. She reached out to me on Instagram and kindly sent me this from their Amazon. It is a kit for a red mushroom. It's very cute. Lots of I'm just working on the fill-in right now for the mushroom. There's a lot of backstitch in this, and there's like a little vine that comes up on this side, and then like there's a little door down here for the mushroom house. You finish it with a WIP stitch along the edges. I would like to finish this soon, since I would like to get my review up for this. It's the least I could do. It's a very fun quick stitch, honestly. It's difficult for me to hold, but Liz, my friend Liz, she brought her when she came over, she brought her like smallest frame hoop for me to try and work on this without having to like hold it in my hand. So I will be giving that a shot, and hopefully that will help, because I get such a bad hand cramp working on this. I'm probably close to like 20% on that right now, minus the back stitch. Next is my first mill hill that I'm working on. This is, and I also don't have stats for this because it's a mill hill kit. This is Fairy House, which is a buttons and beads spring series. Stitching this on the perforated paper that came in the kit, which is this like minty green color. It's very cute. Did a center start on this, so I started on the door. And yeah, it's fun. It's definitely different. Like, it's not hard by any means, despite all the color changes. Like, the pattern is fairly easy to read, all things considered. So, I do want to invest in getting a magnetic frame, though, to use to stitch on this, because this is another situation where even though like this is very firm, it's still hard for me to hold. Like, my hand gets tired holding it, and I feel like it would be easier for me to stitch in a frame. And I know there's a ton of Etsy stores that will make magnetic mill hill hoops. I just need to find one that I like. If you have suggestions, could you put them in the comments? 'Cause I really don't know where to look. Like, I know, like I said, I know Etsy has them, but I'm really surprised that like bigger shops like Hersher's doesn't even carry like the mill hill frames. Like, I assumed they would, but they don't. So, or at least not that I could find. So yeah, help a bitch out. If you have a frame that you use and you like it, let me know where you got it, please. 'Cause I'm gonna put that on my wish list. Next is a start that I'm very excited about. So these are all new starts that y'all have not seen yet. So y'all get a special sneak peek. Very excited. Very exciting. This is Sean's present. This is Sean's, he already knows what this is. This is the wolf from Year in the Woods. This is the most recent release. Well, okay, not the most recent release, because the Sugar Glider is the most recent release, but this is the first release in the new Year in the Woods series. and I wanted to start this for Sean's birthday. So I did. And this is how far I've gotten, which is not very far, quite frankly. Like, I got the outline of the wolf done and the little cottage.
Well, it's only been a week.
It has only been a week. But this is... I really actually enjoy this. I know a lot of people say that cottage garden sampling patterns are a lot more stitch heavy than they look. And looking at the pattern, I can definitely see why that might be interpreted, because you're like, oh, this isn't that big of a pattern. And then you actually look at, like, how much, like, this is, the wolf is full coverage. So, I mean, yeah, all of the animals are full coverage. So, I really enjoyed working on this so far. I love how the little house turned out. Like, really. It's so cute. So, I'm looking forward to working on this again. I am stitching this on 18 count Cactus Wren from Fox and Rabbit, which is another nice light tan. This is my first time working with Fox and Rabbit, and I have no complaints. Like, I know a lot of people prefer working on, like, Fox and Rabbit's, like, 40 count, like, their linen. But this 18 count is really nice. And honestly, the only reason I got the 18 count is because they were out of the 32 count Cactus Wren. And I really, really wanted this color because I felt I didn't want to go... I wanted to be different. I didn't want to go with the called for. But I am using the called for DMC and the one overdyed floss for this. I did get the what is it? I got the classic Colorworks overdye for this that I will be using. So this will get pulled out occasionally. The goal is, in fact, to finish this before Sean's next birthday. Raise of hands who thinks I can finish this in a year. Yay!
It's bad metrics if I don't.
It's bad metrics. Okay, fair enough. I'm not finishing it before Christmas. I can tell you that.
I don't know why you're trying to tell me like I had any expectations.
But I will finish this before his next birthday. So I can, you know...
We'll see you in a year.
Yeah, we'll see you at the next mid-year WIP parade. If this is on there, we have problems. Hopefully his new present will be on there, right? That's the goal. Thank you. My most recent stitch along is Tiny Modernist. This is my first Tiny Modernist, which I'm so excited about. I started the Spooky Night stitch along that she is putting out at the very light poking of Krista from Clover Hop Stitching. I love you, Krista. Thank you. You said, hey, look at this stitch along. And I was like, I don't know if I can join another stitch along. I'm in. So here we are. I am using the DMC conversion because I don't have any of the overdyed in stash, and honestly, I really like how the DMC looks on this. I am stitching this on 16 count Banshee from Fabrics by Stephanie, which is the this is the remaining fabric from my because I use this for the Night Garden Stargazer, if you remember the little snail on the mushroom. So this is the remaining cut of that. And it felt perfect, quite frankly, for a spooky stitch along. So this is the first part that was released on the 1st. As far as I know, they are weekly releases, but this is a very small stitch. Like, this is not a ton. I am at 543 out of 735. I'm almost at 75% on this. And literally the only thing that I have left to stitch are like the remaining light orange parts on the flowers and the vase, which is purple. If you couldn't tell, this is an eyeball, which honestly endeared me to this even more. Single giant cyclops vase. I love it. So this is a stitch along that goes through, it's 14 parts and it's released weekly. So I think this is through December.
3.5 months.
Yeah. Right. So September, actually. Right, yeah, duh. This is math. I think this is through the end of September then. So.
That's why they keep me around.
Yep. He does the math for me. I really actually can't stop looking at how good this looks. Like, this orange and this green.
They go good together.
They go so good together. And I mean, like, it's Cheryl of Tiny Modernist. She is a designer genius, truly. I am so excited to work on this. Yeah. No notes.
Feels like you had a lot of notes.
And lastly, my final WIP. We did it. We made it through.
First try.
First try. Yeah, we didn't do this once before, and
First try.
there's definitely not 3 more WIPs than there was the last time we recorded this.
First try.
This, Alex, if you're somehow watching this, I need you to avert your eyes. Like skip ahead like a minute for me. You can't watch this.
A minute, right.
At least a minute. This is Oak Keeper, also from Fine Frog Stitching. This is a birthday present I am doing for my best friend. I mentioned that I was starting this in my last Flosstube video. I love this so far. It is such a good stitch, y'all. I am doing this on 28 count honey from Bestitch Me. And yes, this is technically in the middle. It's fine. I did that on purpose because I'm gonna cut it so I can have a fat quarter left. Look at this. Look at this fabric. It's so yummy, actually. Like,
Well, honey.
Exactly. Oh, the modeling is so good. I love it. This is turning out great. I am very happy with this. So I'm not very far. I did just start this on the 1st. I am at 504 stitches out of 7,651. And that puts me at 6.59%. Her birthday is in early September. So I have 2 months to finish this. She may get it late. She will probably get it late. But who knows? I could surprise myself.
Setting low expectations already.
Huh?
Setting low expectations already. It's been 4 days.
It's fine. But yeah, this is my most recent WIP. How exciting. And that's everything. Were you keeping count?
Yeah, 15, just like I said.
17.
Yeah. There was 2 hidden in there.
Yep. I have 17 WIPs, and that is after UFOing. I have dekitted already Siege of Bunny Castle by Long Dog Sampler. If y'all have seen on Instagram her most recent post, kind of left a bad taste in my mouth personally, and I have very strong opinions about that. So I decided it was in my best interest to just stop while I'm ahead, and I will not be working on Siege of Bunny Castle any longer. I don't know if I'm going to frog my work, or if I think I might just cut that section of the fabric and, like, just, because it's a yard, so, like, it's a huge piece of linen. So I will find something else to put on that. I'm not surprisingly super heartbroken up over it. Like, I was looking forward to stitching it, but y'all know me. I'm just not going to support a person who is tone deaf like that right now. So I have dekitted that. Floss is back in stash. It's off of my WIP list. I am at 17 WIPs as of July 6th. And that is after having really regularly started cross stitch in November of 2024. So that is what? 9 months? 8 months?
8. Depends on when you're counting.
Yeah, because it was right before Thanksgiving that I started really cross-stitching. And then the rest is, as they say, history. So we're over an hour, and so to wrap this up, what does the rest of my year look like in terms of plans? So it is kind of like, I don't want to say vague. I don't have anything really truly concrete in terms of like finishing plans outside of I need to finish Oakkeeper by Alex, preferably by Alex's birthday. That is a goal. I want to keep up with, like, I'm on task. Is that the right term? On task to keep up?
On track?
Yeah. I'm on track to keep up with Stitch for Pride and the Nature's Journey for the rest of the year. So I'm not worried about keeping up on those. Burrowtail, I'm really not trying to stay up on. I'm just, if I can finish a part every month or so, I'm good with that. And then the Spooky Night stitch along that I just started, will I keep up with that? Who knows? I'd like to. Depends on how big each part is. Like, if each part is roughly around like 500 to 1,000 stitches, I could, like, per week, I can probably try to swing that. Depends on because each part I think has a border too, like that simple border. The thing about this month is the Stitch for Pride. This is one of the biggest motifs for Stitch for Pride. This is 1,400 stitches, which, looking at previous Stitch for Prides, Elagabalus had 1,200. Kyujin had 1,100 stitches. And Chevalier d'Eon had 1,200 stitches. So, out of all of the Stitch for Prides that had over 1,000 stitches, this is the largest Stitch for Pride, solely because I think of the text. If it didn't have the text, it would probably be closer to, like, Chevalier and Elagabalus, but there is a lot of stitches in the text, obviously. Outside of that, everything else is kind of negotiable, you know? I would like to get more done on my Against the World sampler. And I'd like to work on Your Present some, as, you know, time permits. That being said, I do still have some starts planned. As I mentioned in my last video, I have taken on 3 model stitches that I've agreed to work on. So I will be starting one of them for Jay Does Cross Stitch.
That's cute.
Have you guys guessed what the Pokemon is? I didn't really give you guys a bunch of hints. I said that it's Gen 3 and that it's what did I say? That it's my favorite, I think I said it was my favorite ground type from Gen 3.
That's devious.
Well, yeah, because if I gave any other hints, it would kind of give it away. I'm excited to work on this. It's not that big. It's 113 by 113. It does have 19 colors, but that's mostly in the Pokemon. And I am excited to work on this too, because this is going to be my first fan cross stitch. Like, I have not worked on any like fan art cross stitch patterns yet, which honestly kind of surprising.
It really is. It would be Pokemon.
It would be Pokemon. I mean, I bought those 2 Pokemon cross stitch patterns from Colorfully Sarah shop. I bought the grass types and I bought the fairy types, I think.
That tracks?
No, I bought ghost types.
That also tracks.
Because I was torn between getting a pattern that had Sylveon in it or Haunter.
Yeah.
Or not Haunter, Gengar. Yep. But there were more ghost types that I liked in that pattern than there were fairy types.
Yep.
Even though I love fairy type Pokemon. So, I have that model stitch that I will be starting. And then the other 2 model stitches that I'm going to be doing are both by Mud Puppy Stitchery. The first that I have decided that I'm going to start is the Wood Duck Sampler, mostly because this is the larger of the 2. I fucking love this. It's so cute. And yes, you can remove the alphabet.
I didn't say anything.
You can remove the alphabet if you don't want it.
I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna stitch the alphabet.
I didn't say anything. The picture's cute.
The picture is very cute. There is an alternative. I'll insert a picture as well. There is an alternative design of the Wood Duck Sampler that just has, like, instead of the alphabet, it has, like, a name. Like, you can use the alphabet to put, like, a name in. And then the other start that I will be doing is my favorite. I will not be starting him, though, until I finish the Wood Duck Sampler, which is Portrait of a Snapping Turtle. I love him. I love him so much. And also another reason that I'm not starting this one first is because, and I need to talk to Mackenzie about this. I want to get her approval before I go and buy the fabric, but I would really love to stitch this on Jalapeno by Fiber on a Whim, which is like this mustardy green color fabric. Oh, I think it would be perfect for this. If you don't watch Cam the Stitcher, she has started Extraordinary Birds on Jalapeno by Fiber on a Whim, and it is a choice. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it is a fantastic color. I am not a yellow person whatsoever. Like, but that mustardy green on this, I think, would work. Like, it's so, like, in this context, it's so swampy. It's so good. But I was looking last night, I was like, where can I get Jalapeno from Fiber on a Whim? It's sold out practically everywhere. So I don't know where I'm going to get it. And I need to check with Mackenzie first to see if that is something that would be possible. Because she's like, can you, like, originally she's like, can you please, like, for fabric choice, can you try to get something that is, like, available to most people? And if Jalapeno is sold out most everywhere, I don't know that I'm going to be able to swing that. But in my dreams, I would put that on Jalapeno. And then outside of those model stitches that I'll be starting in the next month or so, the Pokemon model stitch, that is a priority because it's small. It's like, actually, I think I put it into markup already. Okay, yeah, there's less than 2,000 stitches on the Pokemon stitch, on the Pokemon model stitch, so that will be easy to work on. So that'll be my priority before working on the 2 other model stitches. So hopefully I can finish that in the next couple of months. Like, I'm going to shoot for 2 months. And that's just going to be done on white Ada. Like, nothing fancy. And then I do have a couple of other starts. I mentioned these in my previous video as well. As far as plans go, I'm going to be starting the Jet X design at Midsummer Stitch with Krista, Eli, and Clancy. We're all starting that together. And then on actually this Friday, the 13th, Saturday. This Saturday, I'm going to be starting the Goblins with Kitty, who is the Sulky Stitcher. Starting all of the things this month. And then, yeah, I think that's actually, those are the only 2 planned starts that I have.
For now.
I take that back. 3 planned starts. Model Stitch, Midsummer Stitch, and then, take that back. Oh my god. Model Stitch, the Goblins with Kitty, Midsummer Stitch, and then on the 23rd, which is 100 days to Halloween, I will be starting Cat-O-Lantern with Krista and Selena of Spicy Selena Crafts. So that's 4 starts in July. Gotta pump up those numbers.
Which numbers?
My WIP numbers.
Oh, well, you're doing a good job.
Thanks. It's fine. So, yeah, tell me what your guys' summer plans are as far as stitching goes. I know a lot of folks have, like, other priorities that they do in the summer, especially if you have kids. But if you're like me and childless, what are you doing?
What do you mean I'm here?
Right, sorry. If you also have a husband who is predominantly a child, What are you doing? How do you hang out in the summer? What are your summer plans?
I don't plan.
This is a true statement. He does not plan.
I don't plan. I should.
You're gonna replay Veilguard, and I get to watch.
True.
He's doing a Warden run. A tragic Warden run.
I don't know if it's I'm not. That's spoilers. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. Nope, not doing that one either.
It's gonna be a Davrin romance, so it'll be great. And I'm gonna be here along for the ride because I didn't actually finish my playthrough. I got like.
You got about halfway.
I got a little over halfway, and then you told me, you were like, "Hey, big spoilers, but you're not gonna be happy." And I was like, "Okay, why am I not gonna be happy?" And he told me, and I was like, "You're right. I can't do this." So yeah, we'll probably be playing that.
Horizon.
And then Horizon Forbidden West after that.
The Mind's Call to Me.
He's been what is it called?
Return to Moria?
Return to Moira?
Well,
Moira.
Wow, how you did it at me.
Return to Moria.
Technically we just started it yesterday, so
yeah, but you're really enjoying it.
Yeah. We beat V Rising yesterday.
Oh yeah, they've been Sean's been playing V Rising with friends. They sucked Dracula's blood.
We sucked the Big D.
You crafted his throne.
Yep. It's a big throne.
It's a big throne.
Big seat for a Big D.
And once you finished that, you were playing the dwarf game.
Yep.
And
Moira, right?
Shut up. You get to make your own dwarf. Is it by the same people who are doing the Shire game?
I don't think so. I haven't actually looked because it's been out for a while. So
okay.
I don't
Surprisingly, it looks really good though. Like the graphics are not that bad.
Good co-op game.
How many people can you play up to?
I don't even know. I don't know. 8, I think I saw.
Oh wow, that's big. I assumed 4.
I think it said 1 of 8 on Ray's thing that she started. She named it the medical term for nosebleed.
Ray, I love you. Oh, that's a good one.
It was a good one.
I love her.
Apostle Stack 6 or some shit.
She's so fucking funny.
She's very funny. She doesn't watch these, so I can say it.
What games are you playing?
Hey, we're playing D&D. That's it.
Oh my god, yeah, we're playing D&D again. I'm so fucking excited. We're playing twice in a month. That never happens. I'm so excited. I am Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which is a great fucking adventure. Honestly, like, not that I've DM'd a ton, but out of all of the 5e adventures, I feel like Witchlight is up there.
I think it's pretty agreed upon.
Compared, Strahd is up there, and so is Witchlight. 2 different stories altogether.
2 vibes.
2 completely different vibes. Don't get me wrong, there are some dark undertones in Witchlight. But, comparatively, a lot more whimsy. If you like fairies,
could be fun.
Could be fun. So I am DMing that, and we're playing with a group of 5 other friends. 4 other friends. Jesus Christ, I can do math.
I'm the 5th, sorry.
Yes, it's a group of 5, including Sean.
It's 6. The DM is a player.
I am a player.
It's 6.
The amount of times that I have conversations with myself in front of these fools.
Well, that's true.
I got to do a really bad Scottish accent the other night, voicing some Herringons. It was great. So, yeah, we're playing D&D again. We were actually able to schedule another session within the month.
Unheard
of. So things are looking good for the summer, I would say. So, yeah, go ahead. Let me know what your summer plans are. What are you playing? What are you stitching? What does your stitching plans look like for the summer? Let me know. And honestly, tell me what you're playing. Like, inquiring minds would like to know. Mostly him. I'm in cross stitch hell right now. He's the gamer currently. So, let us know. Try to stay cool right now. I know that the worst of the heat dome, I think, is past us. It's still ungodly hot outside. Like, bleh, gross, humid. But try to stay cool this summer. And just try to take care of yourself right now. Find the little joys in life. And we'll get through this. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Like, subscribe, and comment and stuff. Oh, is that not the test? I thought that was the test. Is this?
I thought I clicked test record, but apparently I didn't. So, you know, we're off to a great start already.
Back in the building again.
I'm fine. Once more for good measure.
Once more onto the breach.
Once more onto the breach. Let me talk in my normal cadence. Gotta clear my throat.
Is that normal for you? Is that the normal cadence you always go before talking?
Uh-huh.
Have you been hiding this from me this whole time?
You haven't noticed?
Have you been hiding this from me?
You haven't noticed?
Don't do this back on me. Have you been hiding this from me this whole time?
I don't know what I would be hiding.
That you hack every time you talk?
Right before.
Right.
Stitch for Pride. Until I have... Can I help you? Gwen is like slow blinking at me for some reason.
She's not even looking at you. Don't lie to
She
people.
was slow blinking at me, but now she's.
That's how she started. Then you said, "Can I help you?" And she slow blinked at you. Like, nah, bitch.
It's because
I want to look at the sun.
It's because it's lunchtime. You'll get food afterwards. By Witch's Garden Crafts. She was trying to eat the plant.
I know, but grief is love preserving.
Also, I realized that I haven't been showing you the finished
You sure
looks.
haven't.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Because I did. Here's the thing: I showed you last time.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just here to look good.
I
and
know.
hold up fabric.
I know.
I'm a fabric displayer.
You are a fabric displayer. Okay, well, hi.
I know, I was waiting to see when the special guest was going to show up in frame.
Can I help you?
She's like, feed me.
Girl, you can wait.
No, I can't.
We're halfway done, so you can wait. Go. And stay warm. Stay warm.
I don't think many people are struggling with that one right now.